morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic TLOU Part 2 gameplay commentary. Today, we're going to be talking about the PSX convention being canceled. I know this isn't the most recent of news, but it is something that I've been trying to get time to talk about it with you guys. So, with that out of the way, go ahead and kick up your feet, crack open your favorite beverage, and enjoy today's TLOU Part 2 B-roll. So, as far as news goes, the PlayStation Experience, an E3-like gaming convention dedicated to all things PlayStation, will be skipped in 2018. Sony chairman Sean Layden confirmed the news on the PS Blogcast, saying that there simply just wasn't enough on the docket to justify putting the event together this year. Now that we have Spider-Man out the door, we're looking down in 2019 to games like Dreams and Days Gone, but we wouldn't have enough to bring people all together in some location in North America to have that event. We don't want to set expectations really high and then not deliver on it. It was a hard decision, but we have determined that this year we will not hold the PlayStation Experience. There is, of course, another reason Sony could be choosing to forego the festivities this year. It could be focusing on its efforts on the PlayStation 5. Now, keep in mind, the system has not been confirmed. No prototype dev kits with fancy code names have been leaked, and Sony has been pretty tight-lipped on its plans for the future. However, looking at new trends and future trends and some of the insider knowledge, it's not such a wild of an idea. Now, for starters, we have industry analysts like Michael Pachter speculating that we'll see the PS5 in 2019 or 2020. That would mean a total lifespan of 6 or 7 years for the PS4, which arrived on store shelves in 2013. That's right in line with previous generations, with the PS3 have gone 7 years before being replaced, and the PS2 surviving for 6 years, and the PS1 chugging along for 6 years. There's also the fact that we're starting to see games which are definitely coming to PS5 pop up. Games like Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield, and Cyberpunk 2077. They're all years away at this point, but people are clearly hungry for them. Cyberpunk 2077 developer CD Projekt Red even hinted that its futuristic dystopia RPG will be coming to next-gen consoles. Now, for now, it's just speculation to be taken with a good pinch of salt, but it does seem Sony is winding down on this generation and gearing up for the next. And hey, if PSX 2018 is canceled and it's got you down in the dumps, just think, by this time next year, you have a whole new generation of games to be excited for. So, that'll end the news as far as that comes around. That's coming from GamesRadar.com. Let's go ahead and talk about this. One, awesome games not going to be shown this year, i.e. The Last of Us 2, Days Gone, Dreams, the ghost of Yakutsunami, I don't know what it was, the ghost of, anyways, there's a bunch of games. They're not going to have this conference just to show a trailer for 3 or 4 games. It absolutely makes sense to cancel the show, okay, if you only have 3 little snippets to show, alright, and I'm okay with that. Alright, I'm going to be stern, but I'm going to be fair. I'm okay with that, because in June we got E3. In June, we're going to get another TLOU Part 2 gameplay drop. In June, we're going to get some more Days Gone. The Sony press conference is going to be banging in June at this year's E3 2019 coming up. Now, with that said, no PSX, yeah, it sucks. It's kind of nice to look forward to Christmas and be able to pop on the PlayStation Live Events Viewer app and just watch that Sony PSX or, your YouTube, whoever you like to, stream it from. But that was always my favorite time of the year. You know what I mean? It's just the build-up, and, well, this year there's no delivery on that build-up, and that's okay. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I'm a little irked because we just got this revolutionary gameplay from The Last of Us Part 2 with Ellie that you're watching now, and we're not going to get any follow-up on it this Christmas. That sucks. So we're going to have to wait from June to June. From the last time this gameplay is, we're going to have to wait a year later till we get any more updates. And I'm sure, we got Paris Games Week, there's all sorts of, different events coming up. Maybe, sure, we could see a snippet of something, but I seriously doubt it. It'll be the Sony press conference in June, the E3 2019. So, really looking forward to that. Now, we're going to go ahead and speculate, all right, about the PS5. Okay, because they're already talking about next generation consoles. And when you say consoles in plural, you got to know the Xbox is right behind. And we know that CD Projekt Red, with their Cyberpunk 2077, surely it's not going to be exclusive. I mean, it hasn't been announced to be exclusive. So there's gotta, if they're going to port it over to PS5, so you got to think about it. Look at it from a developer point of view. These guys, like on The Last of Us Part 2, these guys are already working on the PS5 version. And we'll just keep The Last of Us 2. We're going to use this as an example. Because you remember with The Last of Us, it was out for the PS3, and then it was remastered. Okay? And when I say remastered, they actually did it right. They remastered it into 60 frames per second locked. That was revolutionary, coming over from The Last of Us from PS3 to PS4. That was revolutionary. Now, that's what we're going to see now. We're going to see 4K. All right? We're going to see 1440, 2160. We're going to see high res, locked frames, 60 frames per second on the PS4, okay, for the Pro. But what are we going to see ported as a remastered version to PS5? This is where I want you guys to chime in. What kind of upgrades could you do on a title that is, and The Last of Us 2 will probably play like a Pro's version of Monster Hunter and or God of War, where you could prioritize frame rate and resolution, or frame rate, or prioritize resolution. So you can play the game like God of War. If you don't have a 4K TV, it's okay. You got a Pro. You can play God of War locked at 60 frames per second. It's amazing! But if you do have a 4K TV, you can unlock that 60 frames per second and probably hit about 35 to 45 frames, but playing in ultra high definition HDR 2160p. That is beautiful, folks. So even if you don't have a 4K TV and you still got a Pro, you can still prioritize that frame rate, just like Monster Hunter World. Okay, you can choose to prioritize resolution or gameplay. You can lock it at 60 frames, or you can go for that 2160. It's up to you. It all comes down to if you got a 4K TV. Now, that brings us up into the PS5. What are we going to be seeing as a remastered version of a game like The Last of Us that's already going to be locked at 60 frames per second? Alright, it's already going to have a resolution bump to 2160, so you can prioritize Last of Us 2 in either frame rate or resolution. Now, what are we going to see to the PS5? Are we talking, if it's 2160, it would be 4440? Is that what it is? It would be 8K? Is that what the PS5 is going to be playing? 8K? Are you kidding me right now? Are you going to... I'm just so lost. I'm just so lost. I mean, whew. Again, it's just a speculation. I think I'm starting to get off the railroad tracks there. But you guys see where I'm going with this. You guys see where I'm going. They're already announcing next generation consoles, and The Last of Us was ported as a remastered, you know what, just a year and a half later when the PS4 came out. It wasn't even that. It was sooner than that, wasn't it? God, I might have to look up some facts. But point is, we could see the same thing with The Last of Us Part 2 releasing in late 2019, the PS5 being released in 2020, and then The Last of Us Part 2 remastered in 2021. It's just speculation. Alright, that'll do it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the indicator of that upward thumb. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that dumb, stupid little notification bell so you can get your alerts when I upload videos. Awesome. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.